bogey-free 10 under. Have fun out there today?
It was just 9, but I had a blast.
No, 9 under, 10 under
Yes.
total.
Yes. Yes. 9 or 10, it was a blast.
And round highlighted on number 4 by the Eagle.
Yeah.
Walk me through that.
86 yards, I hit it. I thought it was going to be really good, so I said, all I said was in, and that's usually the curse. It either will like fly in the hole and come out, or it'll lip out. Fortunately, I called for it early, and it fell in the hole. And then to finish on 9, my 18th, with probably a bunker shot I shouldn't have tried. Big old high slice to a couple feet was great. It'll make lunch and then probably go sit down by the beach for a little bit. It'll make that much more enjoyable.
And what club did you use when you called it?
It was just a lob wedge, 86 yards, just a little nudge, fell in the hole.
Where are you at sort of mentally right now when you think about what has happened results-wise maybe over the last couple
Sure.
tournaments, but then into this week and this round in particular where you think, where has this been?
I mean, all over the place. Like, I have had a lot of poor days and a lot of consecutive poor days. And then I've also had, not as many as I would like, but I've had some days that were great, where I had full control. I was making good decisions. I was kind of, as we all say, getting out of my own way. I was not doing that maybe 2-3 times a month. I feel like I did a good job. I made one poor decision yesterday. I feel like obviously today is today. You didn't make any poor decisions. You shot 9 under par. And it's only going to get more difficult now, right? It's tomorrow. Like I have a lot to play. We all have a lot to play for, but I have a lot to play for. Like I had a very poor year by my standards and am kind of fighting uphill for the entirety of this year. This week is a bonus that Worldwide Technologies, gave me a sponsor exemption. And for the last probably 4, 5, 6 months, I show up to go. I'm preparing the same way. I'm probably borderline working too hard and too much at home and here, and a few too many times, almost all the time, I go on the first tee for a competitive round, and I don't really know what's going to happen, which is a really not fun place to be. And there's doubt and uncertainty for every one of us, and we all have to deal with it and fight through it. But I felt like from the start yesterday afternoon until, I finished today, that I allowed myself, and this is something that I usually am good at, I allowed myself to, as I would say, spiral upwards, to continuously start to feel more and more comfortable from good decision making, like thinking through shots and where to miss and all this, good club selection and kind of like good, I guess in a way, visualization before I hit it, but then also just trust. Like my golf swing still doesn't feel as I want it to feel. And I don't know that it's going to, right? But clearly that doesn't really matter. If I can continue tomorrow to spiral upwards and feel more and more comfortable and more certain in what I'm doing, then I love my chances, right? But I also have to be careful when I hit a poor shot or make a bad decision to not react as poorly as I have been, because that spirals me straight down. I mean, then it's just an uphill battle. And I've acted so poorly for so long at shots that were not even really that bad that I don't have a chance to gain that certainty and gain that kind of, it's confidence, right? So, long-winded answer, it's everywhere. But I know what the problem is. I'm too self-aware too. Like I know when it's going on, and I know when it's bad how I act, and I know when it's good how I act. So I'm going to get away from all of this and rest and relax and think about kind of how the last 2 days have gone and just kind of focus on a thing or two that is not my golf swing and not what club do I hit here, about how to continue to spiral upwards and give myself the best chance heading into the weekend.
Was this the most fun you've had in a PGA Tour round in how long do you think?
Probably since I shot 10 under par in Napa a few years ago. Maybe now. I had a chance to win the PGA on Sunday a couple years ago, so that's really fun. But yeah, I mean, I somehow hit a miracle 7-iron to 1.5 feet on 9, my last hole. And, you know, it was great. Don't have to think about it, tapping in for birdie. And my brother and I were just standing there. It's like, well, this was like really fun. And he said he saw something different in me today. And he said he's kind of unlocked it, right? So I'm going to go sit and have lunch and hear what he has to say about it. Yeah, we're going to, my coach, girlfriend, everybody's got a hand in like dealing with this. Mom, dad, we all have, you know, teams. I hate everybody saying the team, but it is certainly a team effort. So there will be some phone calls and some conversations about how do we continue to do this. But yeah, man, it was nice to have some certainty about where the ball was going to go, what I wanted to do, and I was making what I wanted to do happen, which if I had shot 4 under par today, I still would have felt great. I had some nice bonuses there to bring it all the way to 9 under. Yeah, there couldn't be any more questions after that.